That was a pretty strong story. But I want you to think about what you just heard and saw while you listen to the reaction of some young people who had the opportunity to hear Gruen in person.
Kind of scared me into not want to be anything close to that or get into it.
When he was with his friends, it was cool and the buzz was nice that he got, but now it's messed up his whole life. All mistakes are bad, but that mistake truly, it has a lasting impact on your life. His face is never going to be the same.
I learned that tobacco can really mess up your life.
It didn't just affect him, it affected his mom and his friends and everyone he knew. So by his mistake also affected a lot of other people too.
Now, I'm sure some of you have some pretty strong feelings about what you just saw. Sadly, I have to tell you that Gruen's story is not unique. Over the last 15 years, I've met a number of young people who have gotten cancer from using spit tobacco. Another friend of mine was Bob Leslie, a young baseball coach.
What's the toughest part of the day for you, Bob?
I think there's two. When I first wake up, I realize I still have it because I look in the mirror, take a shower. It's still there, it still hurts. I still have the scarrings of it and the physical scarrings of it. And when I go to bed, I lay down next to her and I don't know how many times that's going to be possible.
But I know that some of you may still have questions about spit tobacco because of the things you may have heard. Serious questions like, why do people start?
I think that people chew tobacco because they think it makes them look macho or something like that. And also because there's so much press about how people don't want you to smoke and people don't want you to use tobacco. And after that, everyone knows the effects it causes you. So I think really it makes you feel like a rebel, I guess.
Some people might do it as something to do, but mainly I believe that people use it for their own, they think they look cool spitting it all over the place. And if they're hanging with a big group, they'll think oh, if I'm chewing it, they'll all think that I'm cool and I can be welcomed in with them.
Will it make you popular?
I would never go to grad with someone who chewed. Just because not only does it look bad, but you just have to question why they're doing it.
If I was to go to the prom with someone, I would not choose someone that smokes or chews tobacco. I don't think that I could ever see myself kissing someone who is chewing tobacco or even smoking or anything like that. It's just, I think it's disgusting.
Is spit tobacco a safe alternative to smoking?
Well, I think general consensus is chewing tobacco is more safe than cigarettes, because I think that's what I've heard anyways, right? I think that's what tobacco companies make it out to be, oh, you won't harm your lungs, but I mean, it's gonna kill your gums.
I think it actually is an addiction. You can feel the physical addiction to tobacco once you start using it more and more often.
There's no proof. I mean, there's no proof that it's a safer alternative. It is an addiction.
Some people are fooled into thinking that chew or dip are safe because you don't smoke them. Believe me, it may be smokeless, but tobacco is tobacco, and it sure isn't harmless.
Now this is for athletes. Will spit tobacco make me perform better as an athlete?
Absolutely not. And if they think so, they're kidding themselves. They may have the perception that they may be playing better, running faster, throwing the ball harder, hitting further, but that's their perception. And the perception in this case is not the reality.
Well, I think it's a situation you just laugh at. I don't see, you can't catch any ground balls, you can't throw any pitches or swing a spit tobacco can for a hit.
Now you've heard it firsthand that spit tobacco is a dangerous and deadly addiction. You've heard that it's a choice that can change your life and the life of people around you, like your family. It's really up to you to decide if it's a chance that you really want to take. Finally, listen very carefully to what Gruen says. This may help you make the right decision.
In life, we make mistakes. We learn from our mistakes. Guys, I made a mistake. I used tobacco and I got sick. This is a face of tobacco.